Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Mika. I wanted to document a little bit here about my weight loss journey. So I decided recently that I wanted to have a gastric sleeve weight loss surgery or bariatric surgery. I decided that I was going to go through the Mexico Bariatric Center in Tijuana, Mexico, and I wanted to go over a little bit about what's happened so far in the process. My current surgery date is due for October 12th, which is about just over a month away. So I wanted to go through the process that I've gone through so far. So some of the things I'll be covering in this video are my stats, so my current weight and where I started at, etc. I wanted to go over the actual application process, the communication that's been happening since it is in another country, the pre-op diet that's been prescribed to me and when I'm supposed to start that and how it's been going, and then a few of my favorite things to eat so far on my pre-op diet. Okay, so the first thing I wanted to go over was the application process. So I went to I just Googled bariatric surgeries, and Mexico bariatric surgery was one of the things that was listed at the top of Google. So I clicked on it and I read some of the reviews. I did a little bit of my own research. I found a bunch of YouTube channels of people who had gone through and had a really successful and good experience. So I decided I'd look into it a little bit further. As I went onto their website, I saw right away that they had a registration page, which was totally different than what I've done before because I've gone through several programs here in the United States and just have not followed through with them for various different reasons. So when I went on their website, I was a little bit taken aback that I was able to just apply online. And so initially, I started to fill out the application, but it was asking me for my medications that I currently take, and I didn't remember the names and the dosages, so I stopped doing the application until I could get home later in the day. Right away, I got a message, and maybe an hour or two later, that they noticed that I had started to fill out the application and if I had any questions. So I did ask a few questions at that time, which I don't really remember what they were. But anyways, I felt a little bit more secure about going through the process. So I finished my application process, and within a day, I think, or maybe two, I received the acceptance that I was accepted for the procedure, that I met all of the qualifications. I was told who my surgeon was going to be, and I was asked if I wanted to set up a surgery date. I was really surprised by this. I didn't expect that I was going to be choosing my own surgery date. I thought there would be some other steps to go through, but I told them that October would work best for me, which was 2 months from the initial date, because I thought that would give me enough time to save up the money and make arrangements with work and my family. So after I told them I would like to be in October, she asked me for a more specific date, and I said mid-October, and then she asked me for an actual specific day of the week. I think I had said Thursdays would be good for me, and she said no, choose your actual date. And I was like, oh, okay. So I chose October 13th for my surgery, and then later when I got the pre-op information, I found out that technically the whole process of me getting the surgery will start on October 12th because I will need to be in Mexico October 12th, which I hadn't really thought through, but it makes sense. So after the application was done, she did tell me that I needed to make my deposit. It was $350. It's non-refundable, but it goes towards the overall cost. So she did tell me I needed to make my deposit in order to lock down that day. So I went ahead and I made my deposit online, and I got my date locked in and I got more information. So I got an email with all the instructions that I could ever need. It gave me transportation, the whole itinerary for the entire time I'll be in Mexico, and before and after as well. It gave me the pre-op diet before and after, she sent me my BMI and my surgery. So based on your BMI, that tells you two things. If you have a higher BMI, you have to pay a little bit more. And if you read all the fine print whenever you're going through all those acknowledgments during the registration process, you'll read that and you'll see. So I already had expected that because I have a BMI of 49, then I knew it was going to be a little bit higher for me. So I did after everything, it's $5,400 for me, minus my $350 deposit. So I lost my train of thought. Okay, so I got the fees, and I also got like when my pre-op diet was going to start. So again, based on my BMI, my pre-op diet is when your pre-op diet will start. So with mine, I'm just at the cutoff. So it's like something to 49 is a 3-week period of pre-op diet. So being stupid that I am, I was trying to calculate when I should start. And in the time it was in August. So I counted 3 weeks from August, I counted 3 weeks back from September 12th. And so I started my pre-op diet super early because my surgery is October 12th. So I ended up starting about 7 weeks early. So once I figured that out, I've gone a little bit easier on myself, as in like making mistakes. But I think I'm going to stop doing that because once I open that door, I usually end up taking advantage of it too much. So yesterday I actually ate out and I was really disappointed in myself. And I woke up feeling very like swollen. So that I haven't eaten out in like 2 or 3 weeks that I've been doing the pre-op diet. So that was a really strange feeling for me. So that's a little bit about the application process. All right, so let's talk about communication. Legit, I was more nervous about how I was going to communicate with somebody in another country and how the process was going to go and if we were going to be able to understand each other and stuff. I think I was more nervous about that than I was about like getting cut open and having part of my organ removed. So let me go over that. I am just off the top. I just want to say that I am so surprised and happy at how well communication has been. So first of all, my representative, or I forgot what they're called me the first time by phone. I told her I was at work and she asked me if it was okay to text instead. And I told her, yeah, that would be great. So first of all, they're able to like mold it to whatever form of communication I preferred. And they've been good about call, text, and email. So they're very responsive no matter how I decide to communicate with them. And a lot of times I don't need to ask them for more information because they just give it all to me. And I love that. I'm a very busy person and I don't like having to set out time to call this person and ask them, oh, but what about this? What about this? What about this? They just gave it all to me. It was easy. And when I do come up with a question, it's easy to get that question answered fairly quickly. Very quickly, I should just say, like within 24 hours. A little example of this, which goes even further, is they have a nutritionist that you can text or call questions to, and she or he gets back to you immediately. So I was wondering if, like during the pre-op, it says that we can't have any dairy, and I wanted to drink these Premier protein shakes, and they have dairy in them. So I texted the nutritionist and asked her like, hey, is it okay if I drink these anyways? And like within minutes, she was like, yes, smiley face, so cute. And I was like, oh, thank you. And she was like, you're welcome. And it was that easy. So the communication process has been really easy. That's all I have to say about that. It's not been an issue. There's no language barriers. They're very responsive. They're very polite, very professional. Everything so far as communication, it's literally better than any place I've gone in the United States. And I literally teach in the medical field. So I have a lot of experience with working in different medical facilities. This has seriously been the best customer service and communication process I have ever received or seen. period. Done. Okay, let's talk about everybody's real biggest fear, the pre-op diet. So every other program that I've been in, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 weeks, pure liquids. Some even clear liquids. Bro, don't even get me started. I could not. That is so difficult. So I guess if you want it that bad, you could do it. But not at Mexico Bariatric Center in Tijuana. No, they understand the struggle. So basically, the pre-op diet, it seems like a version of keto, except you can't have any dairy. So that's been hard. Also, you got to cut out the carbonated drinks and caffeine, which have been pretty easy for me. And then what is another one? It doesn't feel that restrictive. I'll be honest, I don't feel that restricted. Another one that's been hard, but this is the lifelong change, so you can't really put it on them specifically, is not being able to eat or drink 30 minutes before or 30 minutes after you eat. That's been hard. I'm somebody who likes to like wash down every bite with the drink of something. So that's been an adjustment period. And just being more conscious about like chewing my food and how much I'm swallowing. That's been a little tough. I'm not a fast eater, but I'm definitely a big bite taker. So what else about the pre-op diet? I believe it calls for, like, for example, in the morning, you could have like 2 eggs, some spinach, and half of an avocado. So that's protein, fiber, basically, healthy carbs, and healthy fats, avocado, right? Then you get to have like a Premier protein shake or any kind of protein shake as like a mid-morning snack. I live for this specific protein shake. It's the chocolate peanut butter Premier protein. It's the bee's knees, y'all. Like that chocolate peanut butter. I did the strawberry, not a fan. Caramel, not a fan. Cake batter, pretty good. Coffee, it has caffeine. I didn't realize that. But this chocolate peanut butter, yo, I love you, baby. It's been doing it for me. This satisfies like all my cravings. I'm such a sweet tooth, so it's really good. Okay, so anyways, breakfast, protein shake in like a late morning snack. And then for lunch, you should have like 4 ounces of protein, and it should be lean protein, I should mention. So not like, I don't know, barbacoa or something like drenched in fat. Although I did try to make my own lean meat barbacoa. Not quite the same, but still pretty good. What was I saying? Oh, lean protein, 4 ounces, and as much vegetables as you want. I'm a veggie person. I love vegetables, so that's been good for me. No fruit. That's been hard. I love fruit. So fruit is definitely like a dessert type thing for me. And I get really dehydrated. I love to drink fluids and stay hydrated. So fruit is also where I get a lot of my fluids from. Then we're going to go to, you don't have like a snack after lunch, which is different than what most programs I've been to. It's like a snack between every meal. And it really is too much for me personally. And then dinner, it's the same idea, 4 ounces of meat, and you have to do your veggies as much as you want. And that's pretty much it for the pre-op diet. It's fairly easy. The restrictions are the hardest part, not what you can eat, because what you can eat, I feel like it's very satiating, very satisfying for me, but I've been on a lot of diets before. I had a hard time sticking to keto, but for some reason, I guess because I want to do it more, the pre-op diet has been a lot easier. So no carbonated drinks, no dairy, no sugar, no fruit, or it's like a half a cup of berries or something. Maybe even less, a 4th cup, I don't remember. Basically that's it. Okay, so that's all for the pre-op diet. I don't need to go into it too much. It's been pretty easy for me. So far on the pre-op diet, I've already lost like, I don't know, 5 or 6 pounds. So that's been pretty cool. Okay, so since we were talking about the pre-op diet, I went ahead and made like a time lapse of me meal prepping. So I'm just gonna go ahead and share that with you guys and go over a little bit about some of the things that I like to make on the pre-op diet and the things that I like to eat. I tried a lot of stuff. Honestly, I'm pretty basic with like my food needs. I could pretty much eat the same thing every day and never get tired of it. So if you're looking for somebody like really creative, there's probably some better resources out there, but these are just some of the things that I've like enjoyed to eat.
Okay guys, so here you can see I'm prepping some asparagus, which I ended up burning, so that don't work out, and some ground turkey, which I'm gonna use for fajitas. Here we have some cod, which I marinated in lemon pepper and lime juice. I'm cutting up some stuff for a tuna salad, and I'll go over what's in there in a little bit. And just checking my cod, I air fried some zucchinis and sauteed some peppers and onions, and that's it. So here you can see the ground turkey that I made. I used like chipotle and ketchup and some various things to make it kind of like a Mexican taco style. Came out really good. My husband ate almost all of this up, and I didn't even get a chance. So next to that, we have here the tuna salad. I put green chilies, cilantro, onions, and apple slices in there, as well as some light mayo. And it was really good. I like it. I haven't had as much chance to eat it. Here is the cod that I made with lemon pepper. Oh, I forgot. Okay, with some lemon pepper there. And then the zucchinis that I air fried, they came out really good. Sauteed sweet peppers and onions. And then these are some black beans that I made for my little fajita salad or taco salad that I'm going to make with the ground turkey and then the beans and veggies. So overall, this went really well. It was super easy, went super fast, and I had enough stuff, actually more than enough stuff for me and my husband for the entire week for lunches and dinners. This works out great because my husband can eat this stuff too, which is cool.
Okay, everybody, thank you so much for watching this video. If you made it to the end, please subscribe and like. You can also hit the notification bell if you want. I'm not sure how many videos I'm going to be posting. I'll try to be pretty consistent with it. I do mostly want to do this to document my journey for myself so I can see where I'm going, as well as be a resource for people who are interested in going through the bariatric surgery. But again, thank you so much for watching, and if you have any ideas of what you want to see next, please let me know. Otherwise, I'm just going to kind of check in maybe weekly and see where I'm at, how my pre-op diet is going, and obviously my future videos will be a little bit shorter because of that. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video and hit the subscribe button, and